Alright, here we are. I was trying to find a way to stop the screen from scrolling up when I hit the key to start recording. It's Secret Diary of Adrian Mole from Level 9 and Mosaic. Atari 8-bit time, and it's this part 3 in the series of Adrian Mole. Which is basically just me reading what it says on the screen. But it's a trip back to the 1980s. The game is based in the 1980s, based on a TV series from the 1980s. So there's a lot of 1980s theme in what's written here. So this is as far as I've got. This is where I'm at right now. So Friday, July 3rd, motorbikes were roaring through the streets all night. It didn't bother me. I put blue tack in my ears. Blue tack, you still get that today, by the way, blue tack. Saturday, July 4th. Stayed in bed until 6 p.m. There was no point in getting up. Pandora has gone to the gymkhana. Sunday, July 5th. Nice sunny day. I was forced to draw my curtains to keep out the dazzling light. Monday, July 6th. Score 40%. Tuesday, July 7th. Finally solved my Rubik's Cube by cheating. The Rubik's Cube. Very 1980s. Wednesday, look it up. Wednesday, July 8th. My schoolwork is plummeting down to new depths. I only got 5 out of 20 for spelling. I may be anorexic. Thursday, July 9th. Nothing. Friday, July 10th. More lousy, stinking school. Hurry up, holidays. I used to write similar stuff back in the day in a diary that I used to keep. Saturday, July 11th. My father and me had a good talk last night. He asked me who I would prefer to live with, him or my mother. Say him, say both, say her. He told me he had made friends with a woman at work. She is called Doreen Slater. He said he would like me to meet her. Here we go again, so much for the suicidal, heartbroken, deserted husband. Ring my mother, ring my grandma, or ring Pandora. She took the news very calmly. She said it made no difference to our love that I was descended from two shameless and immoral parents. Sunday, July 12th. Other families go out to safari parks, but we never do. When I'm a parent, I will fill my children with intellectual stimulation. Monday, July 13th. Score 40%. Postcard from my mother. She wants me to go on holiday with her and Creep Lucas. They are going to Scotland. I hope they enjoy themselves. Nigel is dead lucky. His house is absolutely fantastic. Everything is modern. I spent the whole day there and it really opened my eyes. Without knowing it, I have been living in poverty for the past 14 years. I have had to put up with inferior accommodation, lousy food and paltry pocket money. My father will just have to look for a decent, well-paid job, perhaps as a judge or a senior civil servant. Controller out the way. Don't need it for this game. Tuesday, July 14th, my father said he had Doreen Slater for tea. By the look of the house, he'd had her for breakfast, dinner and tea. Thursday, July 16th, Bert Baxter's gnome is missing. The police must be informed. Yeah, urgent. Friday, July 17th, all he wrote was sunshine. Saturday, July 18th, read Lord of the Rings today. It is better than the film. Monday, July 20th, score 40%, written to Mars, volunteering my services as a Mars bar tester in place of their monkeys. Tuesday, July, the bars, chocolates. Tuesday, July 21st, my father had a letter that made his face go white. He has been made redundant from his job. I am now a single parent child whose parent is on the dole. I made my father lots of hot, sweet drinks for shock. He kept going on about electric storage heaters and saying he would spill the beans to the media. He rang Doreen Slater and she came round straight away. She had a horrible little kid called Maxwell with her. It was quite a shock to see Doreen Slater for the first time. Why my father wanted to have carnal knowledge of her, I can't imagine. She is as thin as a stick insect. Wednesday, July 22nd, Doreen and Maxwell stayed the night. Thursday, July 23rd, got another postcard from my mother. Dear Adie, you've no idea how much I long to see you. The mothering bond is as strong as ever. I know you feel threatened by my involvement with Bimbo, but really, Adie, there is no need. Bimbo fulfills my sexual needs. No more, no less. So, Adie, grow up and come to Scotland. Lots of love, Pauline, mother. P.S. We leave next Saturday. Catch 8:22 train to Sheffield. Friday, July 24th. Doreen is living with us. She is straight all the way up and down, including her nose and mouth and hair. What shall I do? Shop Doreen to the DHSS. Make friends with the stick insect. Tell my father to choose between me and the stick insect. You got to choose between me and the stick insect. I am loyal to both my parents. He says he will think about it. Saturday, July 25th, my father has decided to go to Somerset. He has booked a 4-berth caravan. He is taking Doreen and Maxwell with him. He expects me to go. Decide to go to Somerset. I can decide to go to Scotland, or I can stay at home. Scotland it is. Sulked all day. Still sulking on Sunday, July 26th. Monday, July 27th, scored 40% last night in Leicester. Which of the following shall I do? Say goodbye to Pandora, make sure to pack everything, or have an early night? Make sure to pack everything. I am taking Escape from Childhood by John Holt to read on the journey. Tuesday, July 28th, my father entered while I was packing my belongings to tell me the stick insect would be going back to her one room for a while. It is a shame because I was getting to like her. Wednesday, July 29th, someone is knocking at the front door. What shall I do? Go to the door, wait for a while hoping they would go away, or shout to my father to answer. Go to the door. I can see 2 grey shapes through the wobbly window. Choose one of the following. Open the door, look out of the front window, or tiptoe quietly away. Look out the window. 2 official-looking men in smart suits are standing on the doorstep. Tiptoe quietly away, open the door, or ask who they are through the letterbox. Tiptoe quietly away. With my luck, they will be council bureaucrats. Saturday, August 1st, my father's stick insect in Maxwell House saw me off at the station. My father didn't mind a bit that I chose to go to Scotland. In fact, he looked dead cheerful. Sunday, August 2nd, we are in a log cabin beside a lake called Loch Lubnig. My mother and Lucas have gone to the village to try to buy cigarettes. At least that is their story. What shall I do? Send Thistle postcards, walk into Calendar to buy a Mars bar, or phone Pandora, reversed charges. Send Thistle postcards to most of the population of Leicester. Score 41%. Rained all day. Tuesday, August 4th, did some washing in a log cabin laundrette. Wednesday, August 5th, rained. Thursday, August 6th, rain stopped. Choose one of the following. Play patience. Go for a long walk around the loch. Go to see a waterfall in the car. Friday, August 7th, I am in torment. My skin itches from hundreds of bites. A million bloodthirsty midges ambushed me in the long grass yesterday. Saturday, August 9th, went to see Rob Roy's grave, saw it, came back. Sent haggis postcard to Pandora, phone Pandora normally, or phone reversed charges. Her father answers the phone. By the time he has fetched Pandora, my last 10p is in use. Exchange words of love as the pips sound. Sunday, August 9th, my mother has made friends with a couple called Mr. and Mrs. Ball, and it is Mrs. Ball's birthday, so they all came back to our log cabin to celebrate. I complained about the noise at 1am, 2am, 3am and 4am. At 5am they decide to climb the mountain. What shall I do? Go along to advise. Walk into Calendar to buy a Guardian for intellectual stimulation. Try to persuade them of the dangers. Saying they are all blind and drunk, too old, unqualified, unfit, and lacking in survival techniques, have no first aid kit, aren't wearing stout boots, and have no compass, map, or sustaining hot drinks. My protest fell on deaf ears. They all climbed the mountain, came down, and were cooking eggs and bacon by 11:30 a.m. Monday, August 10th, score 42%. Tuesday, August 11th, Edinburgh Sword Castle Museum Art Gallery bought haggis. Wednesday, August 12th, Glasgow, 11 a.m, counted 27 drunks in 1 mile. My mother nagged Creep Lucas into taking us to the Glasgow Art Gallery. Choose one of the following: return to the car and read Glencoe, phone Pandora instead, or follow them inside. The phone doesn't work, another phone, ditto, return to car. Thursday, August 13th, Oban. Friday, August 14th, Fort William. Ben Nevis was another disappointment. The other mountains and hills clutter it up. Lucas fell in the Burn Scottish for Little River, but unfortunately it was too shallow to drown in. Sunday, August 16th, going home. Which of the following shall I do? Buy lots of souvenirs, buy a tartan scribbling pad and pencil and write my thoughts on Scotland, buy a tiny bottle of whiskey for my father. Thoughts on Scotland on the M6 at 120 miles an hour. Home, too tired to write more. Monday, August 17th, scoring 42%. Someone is knocking at the front door. What shall I do? Shout to my father to answer. Wait for a while, hoping they will go away, or go to the door. See a brown skirt through the letterbox. Tiptoe quietly away, open the door, or look through the front room window. A shabby woman is struggling with a bundle of leaflets. Shout through the letterbox to ask who she is. Tiptoe away, open the door, and invite her in. We converse briefly about the expense of heating a home, then I am called a young man and asked where my parents are. Say Sheffield, admit that my father is hiding, or say they are out. The woman gives me a card and then she leaves. She must have been a salesperson, really. Fill in Nigel's name and address, tear it up. Fill in Bart Baxter's name and address. Tuesday, August 18th. I am stuck here. Everyone travels the world. Nigel is in Greece. Barbara Boyer is in the States. Pandora keeps going off on foreign holidays. And Barry Kent is in Borstal. How I wish I were with them, except Barry Kent, of course. Wednesday, August 19th. I am going on a camping trip with the youth club tomorrow. My father promised to help, but he can't tear himself away from the video, so I will have to spend all night washing and ironing. My nylon sleeping bag is a bit yucky. It wasn't clean last year. Which of the following shall I do? Pack it out anyway, wash it in the bath, or put it in the washing machine. I cannot ask my mother for instructions on how to work the machine because she is away slumming it with Ratthink Lucas. Because of her neglect, I wash the sleeping bag on white heavy soil. The sleeping bag drips water over everything. Hang it on the clothesline outside, drape it over a table in front of the fan heater, or pack it anyway. It's still wet when morning comes. Thursday, August 20th. Up at 5 a.m. to do final packing. I woke my father at 5:30 to ask if there was a jar of crab paste for my sandwiches. His response was very unhelpful. My father eventually got up at 6 a.m. and helped me to repack my rucksack. He took out my copy of War and Peace and substituted a little book called Campfire Cookery for Beginners. At 7 a.m. the youth club minibus arrived, blaring its horn. Friday, August 21st, sleeping bag too damp to use, so slept in clothes. I'm writing this at dawn on a muddy, desolate field in Derbyshire. When we missed the line and flat, in the darkness it changed into a lumpy hillside. Got up to admire the majestic scenery as soon as it was light, but all I can see is thick grey mist. I will prepare breakfast instead. Disaster, no one brought a tin opener. Choose one of the following. Use a table and knife, or use a table knife. Ask Rick to go and buy one, or use a rock. Use a table to place the point on top of the can and hit the handle with my hand to knock it through, then waggle the knife and cut round the lid. Saturday, August 22nd, Rick Lemon, the youth leader, is organising a 10-mile hike across the hills for the group. Climb a nearby hill instead, go with them. Volunteer to stay behind and cook a campfire meal. Go with them, what a mistake. Climbing endless hills, trudging through swamps, watching the ground for vipers. I know we were lost the entire time. Sunday, August 23rd. Woke up almost too stiff to move. Everyone is going mountain climbing. What shall I do? Volunteer to stay behind and keep the campfire burning. Join in. Go along and watch. They will appreciate a nice warm fire when they get back. Score 42%. Morale is low. It wasn't my fault. It rained and the campfire went out. But as usual, I am getting the blame. Rick Lemon said, "You're useless, Mole. What can you do?" I replied, "I can sing campfire songs." Rick said, "There is no campfire." I crawled into my tent and tried to sleep, but was kept awake by the dog snoring. Tuesday, August 25th, one more day of this ordeal to go. I long for clean sheets and my electric toothbrush. Wednesday, August 26th, 8 p.m. It's wonderful to be back in civilization. I have lived like an ignoble savage, sleeping on rough ground with only a tent and sleeping bag between me and the elements, trying to cook chips over a tiny Primus stove, not being able to have a bath or clean my teeth, having to perform my natural functions out in the open, wiping my bum on leaves, no television or radio or anything. Thursday, August 27th, I am determined to learn to wiggle my ears. It is a useful talent at parties. Sunday, August 30th, TV program about insurance. It seems that you need insurance against the risk of your insurance not paying up. Monday, August 31st, bank holiday in UK. Score 42%. Tuesday, September 1st, the slugs have eaten my father's vegetable patch again. Wednesday, September 2nd, someone is knocking at the front door. People always call when my parents are out. Look through the front room window, go to the door, wait for a while, hoping they will go away. And see a middle-aged man in scruffy overalls carrying a bucket. Tiptoe quietly away, ask who he is through the letterbox or open the door. The man is a window cleaner, so he will not be cutting off the electricity as I feared. My father is out with the Society of Redundant Electric Storage Heater Salesmen, so I will have to decide about the window cleaning. The windows are a bit filthy. Agree that he should clean our windows, ask how much it costs. Say I don't want to pay any money. I am told £2.50. Cheap? Well, this was the 1980s. Say I don't want to pay any money. Tell him he will have to come back when my father is here, or agree to a window cleaning. I'm not paying. So the cleaner goes on his way. Clean the windows, think our windows are okay, or prepare to ask my father to clean the windows. You can't see the grime because they are dirty all over. Thursday, September 3rd, Maxwell is not a bad kid until you get to know him. Friday, September 4th, Brainbox Henderson got a new computer printer for his birthday to go with his word processor. It's a state-of-the-art laser printer from Microperiphery. He showed me some printing and it looked dead good. I expect the laser singes letters onto the paper. 12 p.m. I know why the BBC have rejected all my poems. It was blind not to see it earlier. Saturday, September 5th. I explained to my father that the BBC rejected my poems because the typing wasn't good enough. My mother's typewriter is to blame. It is knackered and prints each letter half red and half black, but he refuses to buy me a printer. It is frustrations like this that turn people into axe-wielding maniacs. Sunday, September 6th. The dog costs a fortune to keep, I know, because my father has added up its bills for a year. He says it's got to go. I don't agree, but I will put an advert in the local rag. Amuse myself by writing a truthful advert. Write a simple, dishonest advert, or write a short classified. For the dog, great value, $49.99, including runner, reliable, one owner, full service history, must sell. Choose one of the following. Book 1 insertion in the Leicester Star, show it to the Pandora. Book 3 insertions in the Leicester Free Advertiser. Monday, September 7th, score 42%. I saw Henderson's printer today. It looked like a small photocopier. All it did was hum, no zapping or smoke or anything. What a disappointment. Tuesday, September 8th, 7:10 a.m. Answer the door while my father is in the bathroom. An Arthur Daly character in a pinstripe suit points at my advert in the paper and asks, "Is this the right place, Squire?" He is taken aback a bit when I say I am the vendor, but recovers quickly. He thinks 50 quid is a fair price. In fact, he has the money on him. I am unable to say if the dog is licensed and insured, but say that it probably is. The man does not need to inspect it because it was standing outside when he arrived and it looked okay. He holds out a wad of money and says, "Do we have a deal?" You can say maybe, no, or yes. Deal. The sale is made. Wednesday, September 9th. Yesterday was the most terrible day of my life. The pinstripe man was a used car salesman. He thought he had bought my father's new second-hand car for £50. He gave me the money, and before I could react, took the keys from the windowsill and started the car. Just then my father came downstairs from the bathroom and World War III broke out. I hid until things quieted down, but they didn't because the phone never stopped ringing and thousands of people came to the door. They were all furious when I admitted it was the dog on sale. At least we got the car back. Brainbox Henderson can't use his laser printer properly. He needs its subsystem manual for details and this is missing. Agree to help, advise him to complain or say it's his problem. I agree to help him return for using the printer to retype my poems for the BBC. Get Brainbox Henderson to return the printer, phone Conan who made the printer, or phone Micro for free who sold the printer. And talk to Gordon Natweed, the support engineer. It is not Conan's policy to send manuals to buyers who need them, but he will see what he can do. Thursday, September 10th, Friday, September 11th, sick to death of royal wedding. You had the royal weddings back then too. Saturday, September 12th, Sunday, September 13th, Monday, September 14th, score 42%. Tuesday, September 15th, Barry Kent, who smokes 10, number 6 every day, has won the school cross-country race. There is no justice in the world. Nothing. Friday, September 18th, I must learn the skateboard, otherwise I will be a social pariah. Nothing. Monday, September 21st, score 42%. Tuesday, September 22nd, Nigel claims he once bought an adventure game without any bugs. Wednesday, September 23rd. See, some things never change. Video games had bugs then, they do today. Released AAA titles at 55 quid and full of bugs and glitches, eh? Not mentioning any names. Wednesday, September 23rd, went to see Blossom. Pandora doesn't ride her now because her feet drag on the ground. The printer manual has still not arrived. Write to Micro for a free, phone Micro for a free, or issue an ultimatum. Speak to Daisy McFiddich. She is sorry that they did not send the printer manual and will try to help. Thursday, September 24th, Friday, September 25th. Pandora and I are enjoying the last of the autumn together by walking through leaves and sniffing bonfires. This is the first year I have been able to pass a horse chestnut tree without throwing a stick at it. Pandora says I'm maturing very quickly. Saturday, September 26th. Went out conquering with Nigel tonight. Playing Conkers. That's another big item going back to the 1980s. I can remember doing that. I found 5 big beauties and smashed Nigel's into pulp. Ha ha ha. Sunday, September 27th. Michael Heseltine. Remember Michael Heseltine? Politician. The guy with the strange eyebrows has chickened out of a public debate on cruise missiles with CND. I expect he is scared of being shown up. Monday, September 28th, scored 42%. Took Blossom to see Bert. He can't walk far these days. Blossom is being sold to a rich family. A girl called Camilla is going to learn to ride on her. Camilla is so posh as to be unintelligible. Tuesday, September 29th, Blossom went off at 10:30 a.m. Pandora ran after the little horse box, shouting, "I've changed my mind," but it carried on. Wednesday, September 30th, I'm glad September's nearly over. It's been nothing but trouble. Blossom gone, Pandora sad, Bert on his last legs. My father's still out of work. My mother still besotted with Creep Lucas. Scored 42%. And that's the end of part 3. The final, part 4, is next time. Secret Diary of Adrian Mole. See you next time.